Okay, I'm gonna romanticize here. Usually romance is nature, but but outside of literary themes, I need some French. Okay, and I'm gonna need some Chinese. I need French and Chinese here. Okay, so I absolutely love this company, CTXL. They work with TELUS, which is a local Canadian company. They're a very popular brand in Canada as well, with good services. The difference here is what the price. So I'm using the upper level price, which is $40 for 30 days. I'm downgrading it next month to $30 because I don't need all the data that I'm getting. I can use this data as a hotspot for my internet. I can work on AI projects or anything that I'm doing to earn money, and it's great. I rely on it more than my home internet, which is also through other people, Bell Canada again. So I went from Bell Canada on my own plan, and from my experience, I lost through other people's internet. With Bell, I lost stable connection all the time to the Wi-Fi. I wasn't having a great time with their internet, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And I lost lots of money though, so I was like, I gotta get my own phone because the internet stability was not awesome, right? So I got my own phone for hotspot, I should say, so I could save anything that I was going to lose. Like I have to take an exam, I lose my exam, or I have to take a money thing. Like I'm doing a project, and internet's gone as soon as the pay line's there. You got to do that thing now, or you're done. So like the internet. What? Okay, so all right, so I moved over to hotspot. But first, I did my 5 Rogers. I got a separate box at Rogers, not a phone plan, but only a box, and that was costing me like almost $60 a month, and they gave me a pretty good deal. So on the setup cost, because it was like they sent me the box for free. I had to skip a deposit, damage deposit, or something. But honestly, that really cost me. It turns out all I have to do is use my phone internet. I don't take any home internet, and it works just as good. It's just as good. I didn't need more than that. So for what I'm doing, honestly. So I was on Bell Canada, and my bill got to $400 something here, right? And I closed my account and I had to pay $1,472.80. Now I was making lots of payments, and they were late. And they had to correct their accounting or something, and then they just give me a big bill at once. And then I just couldn't catch up. I was like, okay, I'm going to cancel this plan and go to a better company. I did not need that happening once, not one mistake. Because, if I have to catch up and I can't, then they're going to collect within 3 months. And if they collect within 3 months because they make $100 million more per year collecting rather than financing it and making their interest back, then I don't weigh with them, okay? So I was paying like $27-ish a month, so like $1,524, right? I'm now paying $40 a month, the $480. Now, starting January to next December in 2026, I'm paying $30 a month because I'm going to downgrade because I don't need all the data, and I get everything I want. So for $360. Okay, so the difference there is that I get service in up to 7 countries with Chinese customer service who are absolutely the best of the best because I love talking to them. They're way better than Canadian English. They're way better than Canadian culture in terms of when I ask them something and they say something, I know the results very finitely, first of all. They're really clear. The next thing is that when Chinese English speakers are telling you something, they're telling you from a perspective of their own culture, and you can always rely on what they're doing. They're going to be really clear, and they're not getting stuck on emotional arguments with you. So when I was dealing with Bell, I'm getting stuck on emotional arguments with the people. I'm trying to organize what's happening to the bill, and they're super sensitive. They cannot talk to me. But Chinese speakers, they think tonally. when you use a tone in Chinese, it changes the meaning of the lexicon itself. So if you use one tone compared to another tone, you no longer are using the same vocabulary, even though it's the same word sounds. The same phoneme groupings together, whether using tone 1, 2, 3, or 4, change based on how you're applying tones on the vowels. So for them, they're really sensitive to tone as a form of lexical interpretation. They're very logical, really logical. And it's so wonderful to deal with them all the time. I'm like, whoa, I miss China. When I deal with Chinese customer service, I absolutely have to go back to Chinese customer service. I cannot live without, right? So it's like my needs, my wants, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna save $1,164 a year, plus not get any weird financing. I can actually just pay for the bill when I'm ready in advance, and they come up with pretty good deals. They've got good customer service. I don't need better service than this. I've been using it before, and I got back to it, and I'm like, yeah. I honestly spent thousands more than necessary by leaving these people. I like, I love their culture. I love the logical mind. They just tell me what they mean. They're really nice, and they just are really direct speakers, and they don't get upset because of my tones. I'm a foreign English speaker because I'm Canadian that traveled the world. And when I speak to Bell Canada, I'm getting international speakers too, but some of them are like, wow, super emotional, right? They get upset with me. And I'm like, oh, they won't talk to me, they won't answer my problems, they're not being logical. And I'm like, I love China. I love Chinese. As soon as I talk to them, I get everything, like I can understand exactly. They're not going to give me wiggle room. They're going to tell me really rationally what they can or cannot do. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. I don't have to be like, do I get a special deal if I butter you up or something? I can actually just rely on what's going on and get really orientated and okay with what I got for a really decent price. Okay, um, so okay, I hope that helps you. I'm definitely with the Chinese on this one. I love CTXL. I'm glad I'm back with them. Been back about a month and I don't regret it at all. I wasted so much money trying these Canadian companies, and I'm like, give me the Chinese one. These ones are good. Okay. Um, Wish you the best. I hope that helps, and take care.